A 1, 2, 3, 4. That bouncy upbeat groove you're enjoying right now is the sound of swing. Swing grooves can be found in pop. Oh, you had a bad day, you take a one down, you sing a sad R&B, Mr. Big Stuff. Who do you think you are? Hip hop. I like the way you work it, no diggity. Got to bag it up now, yeah. And of course, jazz and blues. Oh, it don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. Do up, 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 do up. When first learning swing, it's especially difficult to feel and play a swing groove at slow tempos, which is a problem because playing at slow tempos is how we learn new stuff. But luckily for you, I've got two super secret practice methods, one beginner and one advanced, for getting around this issue. The beginner method will teach you how to swing and give you an instinctual feel for it. And once you've mastered that, you'll be able to use the advanced method to get brand new swing material in time with the click in just 2 easy steps. But first, the speediest swing primer you've ever received. In straight feel, the ands in 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 are placed at the midpoint between each beat, producing an even, driving straight eighths feel. In swing feel, the ands are placed on the third triplet of each beat. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1, producing an uneven, bouncy, swung eighths feel. To accurately represent this triplet swing rhythm in written music, we would have to write everything in triplets like this, which nobody does because it's horrible to read.
Oh my God!
Instead, music that has a swing rhythm is usually written in straight time with some kind of addendum at the top that tells us to swing it. This is much easier to understand and do once we've learnt to play a swing groove, which brings us to the triplet click method. Playing along to the click-on triplets, placing the swung and on the third triplet of each beat, teaches us exactly where the swung and sits and instills us with an instinctual feel for swing. It also allows us to play swing at very slow tempos, down to and below 20 BPM, because the actual speed is a third of the value the triplet click is set to. This allows us to start slow and easy and then gradually increase the speed. By the time we reach normal starting tempos or around 50 BPM, our feel for swing is strong enough that we can maintain the swing groove with the click on the beat. If you want to give this method a try, you can use the link in the description to download the music for this blues tune, along with a practice plan for learning to swing it using the method I'm about to show you. For best results, you should be comfortable with my mistake fixing process and counting and playing with pauses. Videos for both are in the description. The following steps are designed to be applied to individual 4-bar sections, and to complete each step, we play it all the way through the section 3 times correct in a row. We apply the steps in sequence to one section at a time, so step 1 on section 1, step 2 on section 1, step 3 on section 1, etc. When we've done that for every section, we go to the next stage. The final step of each stage is the important one and should not be skipped, but all other steps can be skipped at your discretion. We start by just learning the notes, ignoring the timing and pausing when we need to. We now prepare ourselves for working with the triplet click by counting and playing triplets out loud as we play through the section, as in 1 triplet, 2 triplets, etc. We place the offbeat notes on the third triplet of each count, the let in 1 triplet, 2 triplet. 1 triplet, 2 triplets. And we do this out of time, which means we can pause whenever we need to. 3 triplets, 4 triplets, 1. We now turn on the triplet click while continuing to count triplets out loud to help us keep track of it. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1. Now we stop counting triplets and only count the beats. 1, 2. This helps us relate the triplet click to the pulse and weans us off the count in preparation for the final step. Finally, we can stop counting and just play with the click. Once we've mastered this for every section, we're ready to start increasing the tempo, which brings us to stage 2. But first, a word from our sponsors. I teach one-to-one online piano lessons, and if you want to be my student, I will try and make every minute of your practice a fun, engaging challenge that creates tangible progress and gets you where you want to go. To achieve that, I will tailor every step of your journey to your precise needs, abilities, and goals, teach you foolproof practice systems and strategies that guarantee improvement, and design crystal clear exercises and learning pathways that will, over time, turn your piano dreams into reality. If that sounds good to you, go to my website, pianosource.com, book a free consultation, and let's get better together. We start with a little warm-up on a speed we can already do, then ramp it up by 10 BPM, and then finish at the target speed for the stage. Once we've done that on every section, we can use the same pattern to get all the sections to 100, 120, 140, and finally 150 BPM. Which I know sounds really quick, but don't forget the triplet click is 3 times the actual speed we are going. So that's actually only 50 BPM. And at this point, we are ready to proceed to stage 3. Our feel for swing is now strong enough that we can shed the triplet click training wheels and put the click back in its rightful place on the beat. 3 more runs with the triplet click for a final reminder of where that swung hand sits. And finally, we put the click on the beat at 50 BPM. This keeps the speed the same while forcing us to use our newly developed swing instinct to place the swung hand in the right spot without the aid of the triplet click. From here, we can easily increase the speed in stages, lifting the whole tune in sections by 10 BPM each time. Working through this process over a short swing tune will drill the feeling of swing into our bones so that we can play a swing groove on demand, even at very slow tempos. Once we've reached this point, we can get brand new swing material in time with the click in just a couple easy steps using my second super secret method, grouped timing. In group timing, we group every offbeat and with the beat that follows it. Notes that are grouped together must be played smoothly one after the other, like this. However, between these groups, we're allowed to stop and pause for as long as we like. So it's group, and then we can take a long pause, and then group again when we're ready, and then take another long pause, and then play the next group when we're ready. The groups teach us the swing rhythms, and pausing between the groups keeps the difficulty nice and low, which makes it really easy to quickly build up a healthy ratio of correct reps to mistakes and start working with the click as fast as possible. Pausing between the groups to avoid mistakes can be tricky at first, so I often walk students who are new to this method through this short sequence of steps to help them get the hang of it. As always, each step should be completed 3 times correct in a row. As always, we get the notes down first, pausing whenever we need to. Next, we add the counts, counting eighths out loud as we play through the section. And 1, and 2, and 3, and this is out of time so we can pause whenever we need to, and 4, and 1. And now we start to pay attention to the groups. If a note is grouped with a note that follows it, as the and of 4 is grouped with beat 1, we play those 2 notes together as a unit, smoothly one after the other with a relaxed bum, bum rhythm. And 1, and 2, and 3. If a note is not grouped with a note that follows it, we take a big fat pause right after playing it. So beat 1, for example, is not grouped with the and of 1, so right after we play beat 1, we take a big fat pause. And 1, and then take a big pause, and 2, and then big pause, and 3, big pause, and 4, big pause, and 1. Keep your groups relaxed and chill. If you play them too tightly together, like this, and 1, and 2, and 3. Your groovy triplet swing may start to drift into stiffer sounding 16ths when we turn on the click. To wean ourselves off the count, we now drop the ands and only count the beats, still taking big fat pauses after every single beat. 1 big pause, 2 big pause, 3 big pause, 4 big pause, 1. Finally, we can drop the artificial pauses altogether and only take pauses between the beats when we think we're about to make a mistake. 1, 2, 3, and then here I feel a bit unsure, so I just take a pause, and then when I feel ready, I continue. 4, and again, I feel a little bit unsure, so I kind of get my hands in position and then continue when I'm ready. 1. Going through these steps on just one 4-bar section should be enough to give you a solid handle on pausing between the groups to avoid mistakes. Once you've mastered that, you can get new swing material ready for the click in just a couple steps. As always, we start by just getting the notes down out of time. Next, we bring in the group timing, pausing when necessary to avoid mistakes. 1, 2, and then a little pause here to get ready for the chord change. 3, 4, and then I pause again to get ready. 1. And then put the click on the beat at a normal starting tempo of around 50 BPM. Frank, what do you think? Should the viewers smash that subscribe button? Frank. Oh, you had a bad day. You take a one down. You sing a sad song just to turn it around. You say you don't know